how appropriate that this spread is so fall-like since fall arrives today.
I know. I figured it would be the right day to do it. Also, Bill's not here, and he is not a fan of pumpkin spice.
That's true. You picked the perfect day.
So, Bill, there you go. This is my present to you, doing this while you're gone. So the first thing I want to make is pumpkin spice. So you can make your own pumpkin spice at home, and then you can make all these delicious things. You don't have to go to the bakery to do it. So there's only 5 ingredients in pumpkin spice, and the good thing about it is when you make it for yourself at home, if there's something you really don't like about a certain spice, leave it out. Make it your own.
Right.
So we have cinnamon. This is the main ingredient in pumpkin spice. Next is ginger. So a lot of people don't know that ginger's in there, and when you think about a pumpkin spice, it really is what goes into a pumpkin pie. Right? But a lot of people think also that there's actual pumpkin in it.
There's no pumpkin.
It's all just spices.
All branding.
So the next thing, it is all branding. Yeah, exactly. So the next thing we're adding is allspice. And allspice is actually just a berry, a dehydrated berry. People think there's multiple spices in there. And the reason they called it allspice is because it actually smells like multiple spices.
I'm getting confused. I'm thinking Old Spice.
Not Old Spice.
Not Old Spice. Allspice.
Allspice. And then we have cloves as well. And the last thing is some nutmeg. So you mix all that together and you have this, here, you want to mix it, Jen?
I would love to.
And then you have this delicious pumpkin spice that you can add to baked goods, you can add it to pancakes, you can add it to your oatmeal.
That's a good idea, the pancakes and stuff.
Let me smell now.
And it smells so delicious. So you can add this to a pumpkin pie. Yeah, it is so good. And if you don't like cloves, if you don't like allspice, just leave it out.
It smells like fall.
Yeah, it does.
It smells like fall.
Really, really does. So the next thing we're making is a pumpkin, or we're not making, I already made it. The pumpkin spice coffee creamer. So instead of spending $10 at your favorite coffee place every week, you can make this instead. And now this one that I made has half the fat of a regular coffee creamer. It's not actually made with cream. I use evaporated milk, and then I add skim milk powder to it to thicken it up. So it's really like a cream. And then we sweeten it with maple syrup because that's a nice fall flavor.
But you're not putting what we just mixed up into this, are you?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did. So I added pumpkin spice in there. If you don't want the pumpkin spice creamer, you can just leave it as is with vanilla, maple syrup, the evaporated milk, and the extra skim milk powder. And we just add it in.
What a barista.
I am all things. So you guys can try these if you want. Don't they look delicious?
So good. What a treat, Seanna. Thank you.
Yes, you're very welcome. And you just keep it in a jar in your fridge, and you can add it to your coffee. It can be in your hot coffee, your iced coffee.
That's pretty good.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is barista level quality, I must say.
Thank you. And it just has kind of a light touch of the pumpkin spice in it, so it's not
it's not overpowering. I've also already had 3 coffees this morning, so I don't want to have any more than that because I don't want to be like off the wall.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But I do love me some treats.
Yes.
These look like loaves and muffins and very fall-like again.
Yeah, so like I said, there's no actual pumpkin in the spice here, but in these ones, I use a pumpkin puree. And that adds a sweetness, it adds moisture to it. It is so delicious. And the great thing about this recipe is it's super hearty, right? There's oats and whole wheat flour, there's molasses, there's maple syrup, and then that pumpkin puree as well.
Can I ask maybe what might seem a stupid question, but there's at the grocery store now, there's just like barrels and boxes of pumpkins out front. Is it one of those pumpkins?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's that you can cook with that.
You totally can. So what I would recommend, these ones are called sugar pumpkins, so these are smaller.
Just because of their size?
Just because of their size, and they are a little sweeter also because of their size. So you can cook them up, you can roast them, and then you can use the flesh out of those pumpkins, but you can use the flesh out of a jack-o'-lantern too. Maybe not after it's been out for Halloween. But yeah, you can use pumpkin, but you can also buy it in the can, which is what I did for this pumpkin puree. And the great thing about this recipe is it either makes 12 muffins or you can make this loaf. So you can kind of fancy it up if you have people coming over and you can serve this delicious pumpkin loaf, or you can have muffins, and I love to serve these for my kids throughout the week for their lunches. And they're really, Nick? Like the fall flavors in there. So good, right? And like Nick told me, you're not the biggest fan of pumpkin spice.
Not at all.
But really what's coming through in these is cinnamon, you've got the pumpkin, the molasses, that's what you're really getting. So,
I was going to say there's a sweetness there.
Yeah, yeah, but it's not from sugar. It's, well, I mean, it is. Molasses and maple syrup still count as sugar, but it's not just that white sugar, like hard-hitting sweetness. It has that more flavor.
And there's the pepitas on the outside of this. I love how meta that is.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, so pepitas, obviously, as we know, are pumpkin seeds, like whole pumpkin seeds. And I like to do that on top. It makes it look a little fancy. And isn't that nice?
Delicious. Yeah, with the pepita on top, right?
Yeah, and a great breakfast. We have the oats, lots of fiber in there. Yeah, they're really, really good for you. Exactly. Wow. And all of these recipes are going to be on my Instagram and my Facebook, Seanna Thomas Nutrition, one word. And you can find them all this week. So you don't have to go to the coffee shop. You can make your own pumpkin spice, and you can have
just keep that in your fridge and you're good to go. Add it to your coffee. Yeah, great
save
idea.
some money.
Sure.
Seanna, really appreciate this.
Yeah, thank you, Seanna. Cheers.
Happy fall.
Happy fall.
Happy fall.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks so much.
We're back with more TV24 Breakfast right after this.